This week, we're back in Arkansas at Fayetteville on beautiful Lake Sequoyah. It's a no-wake lake, so that means we don't get rocked and rolling from guys waking when we're in the shallows chasing these crappie. Black crappie, white crappie, beautiful pristine surroundings, and look around. Sure, there's boats here, trailers here, so you know there's crappie here. I'm fishing this week with a new friend, Mark Pifer. We're going to be fishing out of this big, beautiful boat, mostly on the trolling motor, but it's a river system lake. It's got big crappie. We're here in middle of May. Some are post-spawn, some are pre-spawn. You know, with this messy spring we had with all different kind of temperatures and stuff, it doesn't matter. Crappie want to bite, we got to find them, so you can come here to beautiful Fayetteville on Lake Sequoyah and catch them next year. Let's go have some fun. What do you think, Mark? Catch some fish?
We're ready to catch some fish.
Yeah, man. Let's go do it.
Let's do it.
I was watching the episode of Crappie Kings, and I decided I'd email Karl about Lake Sequoyah. What do you know? He emailed me back.
I grew up on this lake. We lived here near the lake, and I grew up here all my life. My parents started bringing me down to the lake when I was 3 or 4 years old. This is where I grew up fishing. I learned how to crappie fish, bass fish, bluegill. This lake also has huge flathead catfish in it. Crappie here, it's known for 2 and 3 pound crappie. Catch them every year. This year's an exception. It stayed cold so long, had a long winter, and got real cold. The ice stayed on the lake longer than usual. Just now, crappie, the big ones are starting to move up a little bit.
I'm excited to hear that. The start of a new adventure, a new lake, new friend, and Lake Sequoyah, very impressive. Very natural surroundings, not all lake houses and cottages and things like that. So I was looking forward to this big time.
I was a little worried about the size of my boat and having 3 of us in the boat, me, Karl, and the camera guy. So I asked my buddy Roger Morris if I could borrow his Bass Cat Cougar. He said sure. We used it to film the show.
So what are we gonna do first?
Well, I was gonna fish over there by that stick up, but they've already got it on us this morning.
So cork and a small jig?
Cork and a small jig. Most time I use 16th ounce. During the winter time, in December, January, I'll go to a 32nd, but this time of year I like a 16th ounce and fish it. Right now they're moving up shallow, 18, 20 inches under a cork. Some days they just want you to just throw it out there and just slow roll it in, just slow, steady retrieve.
Man,
they'll come up and hit
that's
it.
fun. Anytime there's a fish that size they hit it, you know it. And
Yeah.
Crappie are fun, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it, man. Big time. Well, let's go find some fish and have some fun, huh?
Alrighty. There we go.
A little bit better. Oh. Crappie.
Yeah.
A little crappie. That is my first Sequoyah crappie. And you know what? You can call me optimistic, call me a fool, but I guarantee you, in my mind, I will catch a bigger crappie than that today. You hear that? Where's your grandma? Where is she? Goodbye.
I think he's a little better.
Oh, something. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a little better.
Yep. Getting better.
Getting better.
Nice, Mark.
Thank you. Still not what we're looking for.
No, I told you how they're moving up, eh?
Yeah.
Bit by bit.
Getting better. Fun to catch.
This is a no-wake lake, so we got this big, beautiful bass cat that Mark's got, and we're idling all over the place. So I know that we've got to go to spots that have crappie, so good thing for local knowledge. Otherwise, you could waste a lot of time on unproductive water. And Mark knew right away where to go. We went in the first spots on a little point, boom, get some smaller fish. Now I'm excited.
There we go.
That's a good fish.
That's a
good crappie.
there.
Big crappie. Oh yeah.
There we go.
Big crappie. That's a Sequoyah crappie, huh, Mark?
Yeah, that's getting more like it.
Thank
There
you, sir.
we go.
Ooh, just felt nice that the hook stayed in, stayed down.
Yeah, that's a good average size for down here.
First one for the live well, eh?
That's right.
All right, buddy. Right on, man.
We had a crazy winter. It stayed cold a long time. The water temperature stayed down. The crappie should already be done spawning by now. We decided we'd fish some local spots that we knew of and hope for the best. and I threw over an underwater log, and as I was pulling my bait over it, it got hung on the other side of the log. I was trying to get it loose, and a big crappie come up and smashed it, just like a bass, and it was a good fish. There we go.
Good one?
Yeah.
Atta boy. Let me get down on there.
He's coming.
Swing him in. Okay. Oh yeah. Look at that. Think he wanted it? Hey? Boy, oh boy. They can be lazy as heck, but when they want to eat it,
Yeah.
there's no stopping, eh?
No.
Amazing little fish. Some people fish too fast, eh, Mark?
Yeah.
They go in the area and think, oh, there's no crappie. But if they don't want to eat real fast, wow, he overtook that. There it is. Mark got him. Little spot. It's got some slabs. All good eating size fish. Perfect for fillets, isn't it?
Perfect.
Yeah. Big fin sticking out.
Good thick.
It's going to be slow, but we're going to get them, aren't we?
We're going to get them.
Okay. I don't care how long it takes until even dark. Whatever it takes, I'm here in Arkansas, and we're going to catch. In the box, Mark. Hey?
In the box.
One at a time. Single poling with a cork, a little jig on potentially a big fish spot. Let's keep going. Come on. Where's a good one? Yeah, oh yeah, good one, good one.
I got a hit too.
Good one. I'll come on your side there, Mark.
Okay.
Just slow again. You've almost bit it like a, oh, gone. Now with this really strange winter we've had, you know, again, I'm here in late May, and it's just like people say all the time, oh, you should have been here yesterday, or you'll be here tomorrow, whatever it is. But, you know, I really trust these guys, and I see the different size of fish we're catching, you know, medium size, some decent fish. There's really good potential here. See, it's all about the depth, man. Sliding float, back and forth. Well, we put that little stopper here, up about 4 feet, right up here. And what happens is when it lands, it just whoosh, stops. That's the depth I'm fishing right there. Little jig, so it just falls down nice and slow. You cast, go back down so you can cast smooth. And I alter that all day, back and forth, no matter where we're fishing. When it's shallow, obviously, real shallow, but in this deeper stuff off the river or channel edges, keep changing. Sometimes they're down there, sometimes they're suspending. That's how crappie sit. But you gotta experiment. That's a decent one, yep. Good crappie. Sac-a-lay, okay?
That's what we're talking about right there. Come here, buddy. I'll quit. Oh, yeah.
Here's a crappie. A little hole.
Crappie in the hole.
In the hole, boss. Nice. Nice stuff. Ate it just like a crappie too, Mark.
Yeah.
Just slow, then doop, then down. Slowly but surely. Hopefully. Keep together. Look at nice little thick backs on those fish, eh?
Yeah.
It's eating size fish anywhere in the country, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Eating size on Sequoyah. Put them in the box. Let's see if we can get some more, Mark. Poles are down. We stay back. Put them in the locker. Later, you'll be swimming in grease. But when it gets hot like this, the fish move around. It's been a terrible spring. Terrible. Everywhere across the nation, everyone says it. Some days you're just slamming them. Some days, but post-spawn, pre-spawn, whatever it is. We keep going, keep fishing these kind of spots, and hopefully get a few more like that right here in Sequoyah. Stick around, we'll be right back. I ain't going anywhere.
Lake Sequoyah was built in 1961 for a water supply for the city of Fayetteville. It's the first impoundment on the White River. The White River runs for over 700 miles. We've got all types of fish in here, crappie, bass, catfish. We got flatheads, Mississippi blues, channels. We got good largemouth, and we got really big crappie in here. The lake's open 7 days a week from sunrise to sunset. This is the only marina on the lake. This is the only place that you're allowed to unload your boat. You have to have a permit for this lake. It's $3 a day, $30 a year if you're bank fishing. If you have a boat, it's $6 a day or $50 a year. It takes 10 trips out to pay for the season pass. So a lot of people buy that season pass because it's a lot cheaper in the long run. Wintertime fishing on this lake is really good for crappie. The way the lake lays, most of it is flats. You have a river channel across the lake, and if you're fishing right on the flat where it drops off, the whole length of the lake is basically a flat, so you can just troll back and forth down the flat. You can, wintertime, you can have numbers of really nice, 10 to 16, 17 inch crappie is not uncommon during the wintertime. Springtime, they move to the banks. You can throw anything at them, anywhere from 6 inches deep to, 6 foot deep, using jigs and minnows both. Cane poles are used a lot for around the brush piles. We call it doodle cycling. Just reach over in the brush pile, pull one out with a cane pole. People still troll this time of year. Crappie, you can catch them pretty much any way that you want to fish for them on this lake.
Now we've got these long rods in the cork, and it's really important sometimes to adjust your depth. They could be suspended 2 feet below the surface, 5 feet down, it doesn't matter. And we're fishing these little sloughs and stuff, and position of those crappie are very important to those brush piles and the logs and stuff like that. So trying to find the little honey hole on the spot was key.
That time I started to...
Oh, there's
Good
a
crappie.
That's a good, another 14 incher or so. Like that.
He's a fat little guy. That's how they're supposed to eat it, eh, Mark?
Yeah, right in the top of the mouth and the hard part of the mouth. And they're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Look at that.
That's a nice
Soft, real soft bite too, man.
Yeah.
Nice
little slab.
I made it a little deeper. That fish, let me show you where. Look right there. See that stump? Look what's around here. Absolutely nothing, but there is. There's stumps subsurface. But the ones you can see, put it right beside it. I made it a little bit deeper. Twitch, twitch, and that classic crappie bite. Float like that. Put her in a box, join our friends. We'll have a crappie meal.
We're putting some fish in the live well now. I'm starting to relax. I was worried about the bite due to the weather conditions here in the last few weeks. The water temperature went from 58 to 73 in about a week and a half.
You wouldn't even know it's flat, eh? Boy, yeah. Just flat, just sitting on a stump somewhere. Big old slab.
Yeah, that's a little better one, I think.
Yep, look at them go.
Not fighting like a bass, it's gotta be a crappie.
Yeah, it's crappie. I see him. That's a man. Swing me, want me to grab him?
I'll swing you.
Okay. Another one on the stumps, my friend.
Got him.
Stuff, Mark. Another one for the box.
Yep. Another nice little smaller slab crappie.
Tower catching is fun on these stumps, eh?
Yeah.
Lay downs and stuff.
Don't get much funner than that.
Good stuff. Another one for the box.
It's getting afternoon, the wind started picking up, the bite started slowing down. I decided we needed to move to the flats, pick up a roadrunner, and start covering some water.
Just a nice one.
Got
Good.
one.
Going. Atta boy. Oh, nice one too. You want me to help you with that one?
Yeah.
I hope he's on. That'll be 3 we'll miss. Oh, look at that, Mark. Whoo, lordy. Beautiful.
That's what we want right there.
Yes, sir.
I'll let you get it.
How deep are we here? 8 feet? Yep. Wow. No doubt right here, man. Wow. Beautiful crappie. Beautiful crappie.
After just a few casts with the roadrunner, I caught a nice fish off a laydown. That gave me confidence in my decision to change from the cork and the small plastic to the roadrunner.
It's nice because you can cover some water through here too with that bait, right?
Yeah.
Especially on these flats like this. We're fishing these big wide flats, and those crappie are on those isolated logs and stuff, but Mark was telling me that there's a lot of logs and stumps and stuff just below the surface. But on a big flat like that, they could be almost anywhere. He decides to pick up those small road runners, and right away he bangs a good one. Put them up. Nice fish, Mark. Wow.
There we go.
Nice one.
Nice.
Want to throw them in the box for you, buddy?
Here.
There's some afternoon fish, huh?
Afternoon fishing.
So we got them on the stumps and logs and all that kind of beaver dams and brush in the mornings, afternoons, stumps. It'll be my pleasure, yes. A nice big fish too. Beautiful crappie. So overall, this has been a fantastic trip to Lake Sequoyah in Fayetteville, Arkansas. The people, places, good eats, you name it. Treated me just like family. You know I'm coming back.
I was really glad that I sent the email to Karl and he responded back. We had a great time out on the water. I'm looking forward to his return back to Fayetteville, Arkansas.